Learning more about victims and the man authorities say shot 6 people to death Tuesday night in Greenwood.
Brian Sweat had a long rap sheet, and authorities say he was awaiting trial when Tuesday night's shootings occurred. News 13's Evan Donovan joins us now from outside the Greenwood County Courthouse. And Evan, Sweat is no stranger to law enforcement.
That's right. In fact, these are the cases that have been completed for Brian Sweat. 20 different charges in a criminal history dating back to 2005. When Tuesday night shooting occurred, he was out on bond for a burglary and larceny charge last year. The victim of that crime was his next door neighbor. Now, that neighbor tells us that Sweat had broken into her home at 724 Truett Avenue in Greenwood. We have video of that home for you here. According to court documents, Sweat broke into the neighbor's house in July of last year, stole some jewelry and a DVD player worth up to $1,000, a few $1,000 in fact. But his family then paid for his $100,000 surety bond, and he was released from jail in April of this year. His neighbor says with such a long criminal history, he never should have gotten out of jail.
He never should have got out. They knew like they said on the news, he had plenty of like old stuff, like it's like ongoing, all kind of charges. They shouldn't have let him out. It goes to show.
Now, Greenwood County sheriffs told us today that Sweat was not scheduled to appear in court on Tuesday, as had been previously reported. But they did say that the solicitor's office and the sheriff's office were working closely, getting ready for his trial for these burglary and larceny charges, which was imminent. In that, if he was to go to that trial, he would have faced a minimum of 15 years in jail and a maximum of life in prison. But as we know, unfortunately for those 5 victims on Tuesday night, he'll never see that trial date. Reporting live in Greenwood County, I'm Evan Donovan, News 13.